Hey everybody, welcome to our 44th 2024 Bowman Draft Jumbo break. We are opening up everything right now. And I'll link you guys to 45 of our 49 in total that we're probably going to have. Because I saw the prices of these were much higher than what I have them for. Oh, that's 44. 45. And there it is. In chat. It seems to be a trend with everything nowadays, so once you get past the initial wave of the product being sold out for affordable prices, they just shoot up. It seems like every single product is like that. There's no like player that's driving that. It's been like that for 2 years, so seems like. Alright, so for today's break we have Robert L. with the Orioles and the Yankees, Matthew T. with the Red Sox, Mets, Mariners, Kenneth D. with the Guardians and the Rays, Josh G. with the Jays, Tammy S. with the White Sox, Diamondbacks, and Brewers. Jared M. has the Tigers, Rockies, and Dodgers. George has the Royals, Marlins, and Nationals. Let's see, where was I? George. Kurt has the Twins. James B. has the Astros, Pirates, and James. And the Cardinals. Brian P. has the Angels. Christian has the A's and the Cubs. Daniel W. with the Rangers. Brian H. has the Braves and the Giants. Michael N. has the Phillies. Sherman has the Reds. Francisco has the Padres. Alright. Okay. It is time to begin. Alright. Mick Abel, Phillies. Dylan Cruz, Nationals. Adriel Radney, Diamondbacks. Fernando Cruz, Cubs. Aiden Major, first for the Guardians. Griffin Herring, first for the Yankees. Brooks Alger, first for the Dodgers. Victor Hurtado, Nationals. Ethan Salas, Padres. Noble Meyer, Marlins. Brandon Neely, first for the Red Sox. Brian Holiday, first for the Cardinals. Ethan Scheffelben, first for the Tigers. Ethan Anderson, first for the Orioles. Chris Cortez, first for the Angels. Braylon Doty, first for the Guardians. Carter Matheson, first for the Phillies. Nate Dome, first for the Mets. I think this guy's got traded to the Cardinals. Luke Holman, first for the Reds. Griffin Burkholder, first for the Phils. Jonathan Santucci, first for the Mets. And a green Met, it is Giovanni Rodriguez, 98 of 99. Dome, I think, was part of the Helsley deal to go to the Mets. Alright. We have our Chrome now. Agustin Ramirez, Marlins. Braden Taylor, Rays. Trey Morgan, Rays. Dylan Cruz, Nationals. Dadmer De Los Santos, Twins. Paulino Santana, Rangers. And an Aqualunar Dodger. Emil Morales, 24 of 125. Which will go to Jared. Plasma Seaver King for the Nats. That's for George. Refractor, second round pick, Evan Luciano for the D-backs for Tammy. And Refractor, Joshua Lugo for the Angels. And that one will go to Brian. Luciano, 64th overall. And we probably, as usual, we won't find our autos to the last 3 packs. That's typically how it goes. Sometimes there's one outlier that is in a different place. We have Gage Zeal, first for the Yankees. Bryce Eldridge, Giants. Tommy Troy, D-backs. Aiden Smith, Rays. Yoandre Vargas, Dodgers. Ty Petey, Mariners. Arjun Nimala, Jays. Davidson De Los Santos, Marlins. Curly Martha, Rangers. Rainer Arias, Giants. Colt Emerson, Mariners. Sam Basallo, Orioles. Griff O'Farrell, first for the Orioles. Bryce Rayner, first for the Tigers. Hagen Smith, first for the White Sox. Mike Sirota, first for the Reds. Carson DiMartini, first for the Phils. Callum Lindsay, first for the Dodgers. Theo Gillen, first for the Rays. Connor Griffin, first for the Pirates. Carter Johnson, first for the Marlins. And a Travis Bazana, first overall pick for the Guardians. Alright, Chrome, first rounder Theo Gillen for the Rays for Kenneth. Connor Griffin, first rounder for the Pirates for James. Carter Johnson, first for the Marlins for George. Drew Beam, first for the Royals for George. Dakota Jordan, first for the Giants for Brian. Daniel Egan, first for the Diamondbacks for Tommy. Josh Carone, first for the Mariners for Matthew. In tune will be Chase Burns, Cincinnati Reds for Sherman. Refractor first is Ryan Campos for the Cardinals for James. And refractor Aiden Smith for the Rays. It's going to go to Kenneth. Alright, Vladimir Asensio, Red Sox. Dal Joseph, Mariners. Leo DeVries, Padres. Jackson Wentworth, first for the Jays. LP Langevin, first for the Royals. Eduardo Herrera, White Sox. Tanner Jones, first for the Royals. Tyson Neighbors, first for the Padres. Chandler Welch, first for the Brewers. Pablo Guerrero, Rangers. Ronnie Green, first for the A's. Trey Snyder, first for the Mets. Cody Shojinaga, first for the Phillies. Ethan Bagwell, first for the Braves. Casey Salk, first for the White Sox. Cole Mathis, first for the Cubs. Cash Mayfield, first for the Padres. Caleb Bonemer, first for the White Sox. Cal Steven, first for the Jays. Josh Grauer, first for the A's. Johnny King, first for the Jays. Sam Antonacci, first for the White Sox. Chrome first, Josiah Romeo for the A's for Christian. Jackson Kent, first for the Nationals for George. Victor Hurtado, Nationals. Felon Celestin, Mariners. George Lombard Jr., Yankees. Jared Cerna, Marlins. Clark Candiotti, first for the Padres for Francisco. And a Lunar Glow, Davidson De Los Santos for the Marlins. That'll be for George. And Refractor, Aaron Parker for the Jays for Josh, who is a 6th. And then Curly Martha for the Rangers. That'll be for Daniel. Zach Veen, Rockies. George Lombard Jr., Yankees. Shedry Vargas, Rangers. Agustin Ramirez, Marlins. Luis Cornipo, Braves. Walker Jenkins, Twins. Emil Morales, Dodgers. Adolfo Sanchez, Reds. Chase Alsop, first for the Orioles. Connor Foley, first for the D-backs. Ivan Luciano, first for the D-backs. Ryan Campos, first for the Cardinals. Aaron Parker, first for the Jays. AJ Causey, first for the Royals. Bryce Cunningham, first for the Yankees. Levy Sterling, first for the Pirates. Braden Montgomery, first for the Red Sox. Nick Kurtz, first for the A's. Dylan Drayling, first for the Rangers. Ariel Armas, first for the Cubs. Fenwick Trimble, first for the Marlins. And Ty Suthasine, first for the Cubs. Chrome first, Tanner Jones for the Royals for George. Kaden Dana, Angels. Yohandy Morales, Nationals. Juan Baez, Brewers. Davidson De Los Santos, Marlins. Colton Emerson, Mariners. Sky Blue Brewer, Cooper Pratt. That'll be for Tammy. In tune, Max Clark for the Tigers for Jared. Refractor first, Bryce Cunningham for the Yankees for Robert. And refractor first, Ryan Harvey, also for the Yankees for Robert. this now, so I should probably update my PSA count. That one is at, I think, 3 needed, I believe. We have Felton Celestin, Mariners. Charlie Balinson, first for the Mariners. Jackson Kent, first for the Nats. Kyle Teal, Red Sox. Matt Shaw, Cubs. Luke Cashel, Twins. Sheng-En Lin, Reds. Brock Porter, Rangers. Miles Naylor, A's. Cooper Pratt, Brewers. Ryan Clifford, Mets. Rhett Lauder, Reds. Dante Nori, first for the Phillies. Trey Yesovich, first for the Jays. Christian Moore, first for the Angels. Peyton Toole, first for the Red Sox. John Spikerman, first for the Phillies. Jaron DeBerry, first for the Brewers. Ryan Johnson, first for the Angels. Titus Sissel, first for the D-backs. Hunter Crampton, first for the Mariners. Seaver King, first for the Nationals. We have a first-round chrome of Griff O'Farrell for the O's for Robert. First-round Bryce Rayner for the Tigers for Jared. First-round Hagen Smith for the White Sox for Tammy. Mike Sirota, first for the Reds for Sherman. Carson DiMartini, first for the Phillies for Michael. And Rodney Green, first for the A's for Christian. And a purple Detroit Tiger. It is Bryce Rayner, first round pick. So nice hit there for Jared. 83 of 250. Bryce Rayner, first rounder. I think he had some kind of injury and he's been out for a while, but I'm sure he'll be back next year. We have Charles Bazana, draft night insert. Cleveland Guardians for Kenneth. Refractor first round at Levi Sterling for the Pirates for James. And refractor Luke Cashel of the Twins for Kurt. Levi Sterling very well may have been the last pick in the first round. I'm not positive on that. 37th overall though. Maybe there was somebody lower than that. Rayner was 11th overall. O'Farrell was 32nd. We have Luis Baez, Astros. Zier Hope, Dodgers. Braylon Morrell, Rangers. Enrique Valdez, Cubs. Roman Anthony, Red Sox. Juan Baez, Brewers. Byron Churio, Twins. Rafael Schlesinger, first for the Guardians. Grant Shefferson, first for the Marlins. Danner de los Santos, Twins. Nathan Flowling, first for the Rays. Nick Mitchell, first for the Jays. James Tibbs, first for the Giants. Kalen Culpepper, first for the Twins. Chase Harlan, first for the Dodgers. Casey Cook, first for the Rangers. Carson Bench, first for the Mets. Brody Breck, first for the Rockies. Bryce McCage, first for the Brewers. Josh Hartley, first for the Pirates. Kavir Tiers, first for the Padres. Zach Earhart, first for the Red Sox. And Chrome, we have Mick Abel for the Phillies. Tyson Neighbors, first for the Padres for Francisco. Brooks Auger, first for the Dodgers for Jared. Vladdy Guerrero, New York Mets. Ethan Salas, San Diego. Matt Shaw, Cubs. Luis Baez, Astros. And a plasma of Nick Kurtz of the A's. I'll go to Christian. At this point, he definitely, I think, is deserving of a spot when he gets pulled. By far the best player. Refractor first, Dante Nori, first rounder for the Phillies for Michael. And refractor Walker Jenkins of the Twins for Kurt. So. That Kurt's just banging this year. We have Jose De Paula, Dodgers. Brandon Sproat, Mets. Yohandy Morales, Nats. Alexander Albertus, White Sox. Braden Taylor, Rays. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Aiden Miller, Phillies. Braylon Brazaban, Pirates. Paulino Santana, Rangers. Clark Candioti, first for the Padres. Connor Griffin, first for the Pirates. Carter Johnson, first for the Marlins. Drew Beam, first for the Royals. Dakota Jordan, first for the Giants. Daniel Egan, first for the D-backs. Josh Carone, first for the Mariners. Ryan Waldschmidt, first for the D-backs. Cam Smith, first for the Cubs. Whoop. Jack Caglione, first for the Royals for George. Cam Caminiti, first for the Braves. Ben Hess, first for the Yankees. Tyson Lewis, first for the Reds. Over there. Over there. Check. Chrome, Alexander Albertus, White Sox. Ty Petey, Mariners. Yoandry Vargas, Dodgers. Kyle Teal, Red Sox. Francisco Villarreal, Yankees. Giovanni Rodriguez, Mets. And only one first in this pack. It's Parker Smith for the Astros for James. And we have an action of Christian Campbell of the Red Sox. Good start to the year, but did not continue it. Got demoted. And that's where he is now in AAA. And you wanted Christian Moore? Well, at least we do have a Christian Moore refractor right on schedule with the request. So first rounder Christian Moore for Brian. And then refractor Adolfo Sanchez for the Reds. The autos, we got to wait for the last 3 packs. But that's not a bad start right there. So yeah, these 3 down here will have our autos. We got 2 more without autos. Then we can hope for our Christian Moore auto. I don't know for sure. I don't remember pulling any Christian autos to this point. 40-something breaks, so you could say I'm plenty due to find one. I haven't pulled a Bazana either. Lots of disappointed Cleveland buyers. We have Trey Morgan, Rays, McAble, Phillies, Dylan Cruz, Nationals, Agile Radney, D-backs, Fernando Cruz, Cubs, Aiden Major, first for the Guardians, Ryan Harvey, first for the Yankees, Griffin Herring, first for the Yankees, Brooks Alger, first for the Dodgers, Victor Hurtado, Nationals, Ethan Salas, Padres, Noblemeyer, Marlins, Brandon Neely, first for the Red Sox, Brian Holiday, first for the Cardinals, Ethan Scheffelben, first for the Tigers, Ethan Anderson, first for the Orioles, Chris Cortez, first for the Angels, Billy Amick, first for the Twins, Cole Messina, first for the Rockies, Woody Hadeen, first for the Tigers, Eddie Reinders, first for the Pirates, and Carter Matheson, first for the Phillies. I think we got 2 first-round Brewers coming up here, and Blake Burke and Braylon Payne, both first-rounders for the Brewers for Tammy. There's first-round Chase Burns for the Reds for Sherman. Gage Miller, first for the Marlins for George. Ivan Luciano, first for the D-backs for Tammy. Ryan Campos, first for the Cardinals for James. Aaron Parker, first for the Jays for Josh. And a Leo DeVries plasma insert, who just got traded. It's for the Padres for Francisco. Refractor first, Peyton Toll for the Red Sox for Matthew. And Charlie Balinson refractor for the Mariners for Matthew. Alright. Burns' last start, he pitched 1 inning, and I think he struck out 2. And then the game got suspended. What a line! He's definitely underpitched his peripherals for sure. What? Chase Burns? Yeah, the game got suspended due to weather. So, he pitched 1 inning for the Reds. Yeah, DeVries got traded, I believe. Let me see. At the deadline. Leo DeVries. He is... let's see. Where is he traded? He was traded in the Mason Miller deal with the Oakland, well, the A's. So he's an A. There's an article here about how Leo DeVries breaks silence on shocking trade, appears displeased with the Padres. I really don't know what to say, but thanks for everything, Padres. That's what he said. He's just posted that on Instagram. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, the Padres have got a history of when their organization's in a good place, they tend to just like go all in and just blow up their farm, and then it's like, oh, that was probably a bad idea. I don't know. Yeah, you got a top 5 prospect, and they traded him for a relief pitcher. Yeah, I don't agree with that either. That's crazy. We have Gage Zeal, first for the Yankees. Bryce Eldridge, Giants. Tommy Troy, D-backs. Aiden Smith, Rays. Yoandry Vargas, Dodgers. Arjun Nimala, Jays. Davidson De Los Santos, Marlins. Curly Martha, Rangers. Brainer Arias, Giants. Cole Emerson, Mariners. Braylon Doty, first for the Guardians. Griff O'Farrell, first for the Orioles. Bryce Rayner, first for the Tigers. Hagen Smith, first for the White Sox. Mike Sirota, first for the Reds. Nate Dome, first for the Mets. Luke Holman, first for the Reds. Griffin Burkholder, first for the Phils. Jonathan Santucci, first for the Mets. Kellen Lindsey, first for the Dodgers. There's another Travis Bazzana paper, first for the Guardians. And a Sky Blue paper coming up. It's a Red Sox. It'll be Peyton Toll. I saw a news spot him pop up recently. He must be doing good or got promoted or something. I did see his name. He was a second rounder, 50th overall for the Red Sox. And that'll be going to Matthew. Here's our second Bazzana paper. I was going to say paper parallel, but that's not how paper works. Alright, we have Connor Foley, first for the D-backs for Tammy. Thayron Lorenzo, Tigers. Camilo Diaz, Astros. Eshedri Vargas, Rangers. Brendan Sproat, Mets. Zach Veen, Rockies. And here's a yellow of 75 for the Yankees. It is George Lombard Jr., former first-round pick for the Yankees. His first is in 24, Bowman. We have 10 of 75. And that one will go to Robert. So I got 75. We have 125 and 250. A little shaving on there. Oh, wait, nope. 125 goes there. There we go. In tune, Travis Bazzana, Guardians. That'll be for Kenneth. Refractor first, John Spikerman for the Phils. For Michael. It was a third. And Gage Zeal for the Yankees, again for Robert. Who's got at least 3 refractor Yankees at this point. Okay, put the Campbell over there. Put our Intune over there for now. Probably pull some of these down soon. If we get any more good refractors, I will. Alright, here's our 3 autos. Last 3 packs here. Alright. We have Ty Petey, Mariners. Vladimir Asensio, Red Sox. Dowell Joseph, Mariners. Leo DeVries, Padres. Jackson Wentworth, first for the Jays. LP Langevin, first for the Royals. Sam Basallo, Orioles. Eduardo Herrera, White Sox. Tanner Jones, first for the Royals. Tyson Neighbors, first for the Padres. Chandler Welch, first for the Brewers. Pablo Guerrero, Rangers. Carson DiMartini, first for the Phillies. Rodney Green, first for the A's. Trey Snyder, first for the Mets. Cody Shojinaga, first for the Phils. Ethan Bagwell, first for the Braves. Cash Mayfield, first for the Padres. Caleb Bonemer, first for the White Sox. Cal Steven, first for the Jays. Josh Grauer, first for the A's. Johnny King, first for the Jays. Okay. Chrome first, AJ Cossey for the Royals for George. Bryce Cunningham, first for the Yanks for Robert. Levy Sterling, first for the Pirates for James. First round, Dante Nori for the Phillies, and that'll be for Michael. Trey Esovich, first rounder for the Jays. Yeah, that'll be for Josh. There's another Christian Moore, base 1. Angels for Brian. And auto, it's upside down. First Bowman auto upside down here. And it is second rounder Aiden May of the Marlins. That'll be for George. A little card shaving hanging around there. Alright, first rounder there. Aiden May. A second round pitcher. Alright, we have Bowman Draft Night of Kalen Culpepper of the Twins. Refractor first, Nathan Fubbling, third rounder for the Rays. Card shavings all over the place. That'll be for Kenneth. And refractor, Ryan Clifford of the Mets. And that'll be for Matthew. Alright, we're going to get down these inserts. Boom, 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 boom. Too many of you guys. So I got 2 Christian Moores now. Oh, shoot. Alright. We filled up the back row with base prospects. That's good. Last time we definitely did miss some. Sebastian Walcott. Rangers, Vladdy Guerrero. Mets, Giovanni Rodriguez. Mets, Jose Perdomo. Braves, Nate Knowles, first for the Rays. Michael Massey, first for the Tigers. Gerald Perez, White Sox. Dalton Rushing, Dodgers. Joshua Lugo, Angels. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles. Jeremy Rodriguez, Mets. Tink Hence, Cardinals. Jamie Ferrer, first for the Twins. Eli Serrano, first for the Mets. Aiden May, first for the Marlins. Blake Wright, first for the Rockies. Theo Gillen, first for the Rays. Randall Diaz, first for the Nats. Nick McLean, first for the White Sox. Blake Larson, first for the White Sox. Carter Holton, first for the Braves. Boston Bateman, first for the Padres. Looks like we're going to have an Aqua paralleled auto. Looks like an Aqua Lava or a Braywave, one of the two. Alright. Yeah, I just do baseball. That's why I won't do football, because I don't know enough about it. I used to when the Rams were here, but that's a while ago. But yeah, I don't do football because I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want to just open cards and be like, this guy, woo, this guy. Who the hell's this guy? I don't know any of them. We have Trey Snyder, Chrome first for the Mets, for Matthew. Cody Shojinaga, first for the Phillies, for Michael. Ethan Bagwell, first for the Braves, for Brian. Casey Salk, first for the White Sox, for Tammy. Cole Mathis, first for the Cubbies, for Christian. And there's Jared Thomas, second rounder for the Rockies. Card shaving. And then our Aqua Auto. Upside down there again. Aqua Lava Refractor. It looks like it is an Angel. Ooh, there you go, Brian. Could it be? There it is. 009 of 199. Christian Moore Auto. What can I say? Yeah, we did it. How often does that ever happen? You're like, please pull this. And then you pull it. So you got a Aqua Auto, you got a Refractor, you got a base, Christian Moore. I'd say you got your money's worth today. We have a in-tune Braden Montgomery for the, I know never, right? Braden Montgomery for the Red Sox, for Matthew, who's now a White Sox in real life. Refractor first rounder, Trey Yesovich for the Jays, for Josh. And Refractor Pablo Guerrero for the Rangers, for Daniel. Alright, another first round refractor there. Jared Thomas I put up usually. Second rounder for the Rockies. If you want Condon, you can find him in 25 Bowman. Alright, last auto, last pack. We got a first rounder, we got a second rounder. Let's see what we find this time. Don't see any colors sticking out. Francisco Villarreal, Yankees. Caden Dana, Angels. Brock Wilkin, Brewers. Walker Martin, Giants. Parker Smith, first for the Astros. Josiah Romeo, first for the A's. Max Clark, Tigers. Harry Ford, Mariners. Yoelan Cespedes, Red Sox. Jared Cerna, Marlins. Johnny Varmello, Mariners. Camilo Diaz, Astros. Jared Thomas, first for the Rockies. Blake Burke, first for the Brewers. Braylon Payne, first for the Brewers. Chase Burns, first for the Reds. Gage Miller, first for the Marlins. Herrick Hernandez, first for the Braves. Nick Montgomery, first for the Braves. Ryan Sloan, first for the Mariners. Jacob Cozart, first for the Guardians. And JD Dix, first for the D-backs. And Chrome, we have Randall Diaz, first for the Nets, for George. Brian Holiday, first for the Cardinals, for James. Ethan Scheffelman, first for the Tigers, for Jared. Ethan Anderson, first for the Orioles, for Robert. Chris Cortez, first for the Angels, for Brian. Braylon Doty, first rounder for the Guardians, for Kenneth. And our auto is a base auto. It's a first base auto of Detroit Tigers, Michael Massey. It's not the Tiger you're looking for. And that one will go to Jared. Messi was a fourth rounder. Pulled his auto quite a few times here. Alright, Plasma of Kyle Teal, Red Sox for Matthew. Refractor first AJ Causey of the Royals for George. And Refractor Tenriche Velez of the Cubs. That'll be for Christian. That's all she wrote for this one. We'll recap. And call it a break. Okay. Let's take a look. Alright, so for our autos, we got a very good Aqua Lava Refractor of Christian Moore of the Angels. First round pick. We have a base auto of Michael Massey of the Detroit Tigers. we have a base auto of second rounder Aiden May of the Marlins. We have a yellow 75 George Lombard Jr. for the Yankees. A aqua lunar of 125 Emil Morales for the Dodgers. A purple of 250. A first round pick Bryce Rayner for the Tigers. Paper green of 99 Giovanni Rodriguez for the Mets. Sky blue paper of 499 Peyton Toll for the Red Sox. A lunar glow Davison De Los Santos of the Marlins, and a sky blue chrome Cooper Pratt of the Brewers. For refractors, we have second round Ivan Luciano for the D-backs, third round Brian Holiday for the Cardinals. I think he's a third rounder. First round Levy Sterling for the Pirates, first round Dante Noe for the Phillies, first round Christian Moore for the Angels, third round John Spikerman for the Phils, third round Nathan Flowing for the Rays, first round Trey Yesovich for the Jays. And then our base chrome goodies, we got Connor Griffin for the Pirates, Theo Gillen for the Rays, Hagen Smith for the White Sox, Bryce Rayner for the Tigers, Griff O'Farrell for the O's, Chase Burns for the Reds, Braylon Payne and Blake Burke for the Brewers, Christian Moore for the Angels, Dante Noe for the Phillies, and Jared Thomas for the Rockies. And that will be the conclusion of our number 44 24 Bowman Draft Jumbo Break. Number 45 is available for purchase right now, and I will only be going up to probably 49 because that's all I have currently. And the prices of these are about, I don't know, about 275 bucks or so more expensive than the price I got the ones I'm breaking for. So the prices would make absolutely no sense. I would lose quite a lot of money at these prices. So that's the story about why 49 is probably the end. So if you guys want to keep going, I'm going to go 45, 46, 47, 48, and 49. So I will get you guys the results later tonight, and we will get it shipped out tomorrow. So thanks for joining all. Have a good evening, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.